Okay, good day everyone. Our group will discuss on the individual differences, mental ability, and personality. Okay, I will be the one to discuss the individual differences, and the mental ability will be discussed by Sir Romel Valencia, and personality will be discussed by Rowella C. Santos. Okay, before we proceed to our topic, let us first discuss or define what is individual differences. Okay. Individual differences, according to Woodworth and Marcus, are found in all psychological characteristics, physical and mental abilities, knowledge, habit, personality, and character traits. Okay, individual differences are the ways in which people differ from each other. What are the causes of individual differences? Okay, number one is heredity. Okay, heredity is one of the significant and main causes of individual differences, in which we can inherit physical features from our mother or father's genes. Okay, take for example in this slide, we can see small and tall men, slim and fat women. So, in the physical characteristics, we can acquire the skin color, the color of their eyes, the hair of our parents' genes. Not only the physical features but also the mental capabilities of our parent could be inherit. So that's why mo anak ta nga kani siyang bata liwat na siya siyang papa bright. And some of us also hear na liwat na siya yung papa bugoon. Okay, those were examples of mental capabilities that we inherit from our mother or father's genes. Okay, the next causes of individual differences is the environment. Okay, a person's environment consists of physical, intellectual, social, moral, political, and economic forces. Okay, when we say environment, these are the people or the environment that we live. Then, when we say intellectual, these are the perception that we have. Social, these are the people surround us on how we deal with other people. Moral, so this includes our principles, our beliefs. Political views and economic forces. When we say economic forces, these are our economic status. If we are economically inclined, meaning if we have job, if we have a good standard of living, so that is what they call the economic force. The next causes of individual differences are the races and nationality. So as you can see in the slide, we can see nationality from Philippines, Vietnam, Brunei, Thailand, and also Arabs. So each individual coming from these different nationalities has its own characteristics. We can differentiate or compare who are the Filipinos and who are the Arabs from its physical appearance and also from their beliefs. Okay, next is the sex differences. Nowadays, we consider both men and women are equal, but according to studies from McNamara and Terman, they have found the differences between men and women. Okay, take for example, women have greater skill in memory, while men have greater motor ability. Okay, in terms of handwriting, women are much superior compared to men, and men excelled in mathematics and logic compared to women. Okay, the next causes of individual differences are the age and intelligence. So when you see age, so we can see age ranges from 0 to example 40 years old. And also intelligence, we have multiple intelligence. Or we can say also at the age of 18, she is smart, and at the age of 20, he became smarter. So when we say intelligence, it's not just the the knowledge that we have, but we gain intelligence also from based on the experiences that we have. So as we grow older, we can see that we acquire more knowledge or intelligence compared during our youthful days. And we can also say that during our youth, we have more knowledge gained based on the books that we read or based on the experiences or knowledge that had been passed through onto us. Okay, the next causes of individual differences is the temperament and emotional stability. So, based on this picture, it depends on how we react. If we get easily mad or easily annoyed in a certain situation, or on how we respond to a certain situation. So, in this slide, we can see that it's about emotional stability. It's the way how we respond on things. Okay, economic condition and education. Okay, unfortunately, not all of us have good job. Some may not have a job as for the moment, and some of us already have that stable job. And in terms of education, not all of us were able to graduate. Some of us were just high school graduates, senior high school graduate. So it really matters when it comes to education. And as we can see, both of economic and education are interrelated to each other. If you are not economically inclined, then maybe we cannot avail that good education. We cannot acquire good education. Of course, if you are studying in a private school, you cannot afford the tuition fees. So whether we like it or not, when we go studying, money is really important. So in this slide, economic condition and education really one of the causes of individual differences. Okay, now we will discuss the demographic segmentation. So as we can see in this slide, the age, gender, income, education, family life cycle, religion, and socioeconomic status can be seen clearly in our society nowadays. So when we say age, that is age 12, 13, or etc. When we say gender, it could be male or female. Income, if you have that low or high salary, for example, as a teacher, what is your basic salary? Oh, that is your income. Education, if you're a college graduate or a college level. Family background, religion, if you're a Roman Catholic or a Protestant, born again Christian. Then socioeconomic status, if you belong to the medium middle class or in a well-off family. So this demographic diversity clearly shows or give one of the causes of individual differences. Okay, since we have a lot of individual differences, this created also consequences. Okay, in an organization, because of individual differences, there should be an adjustment or considerations that must be taken into actions. But in this slide, we will focus on the result of the individual differences. Okay, because of individual differences, their productivity also differs. So we can compare this to a skilled worker from a non-skilled worker. So we can see their output is different from the other. Okay, the quality of work. Because we have different workers or individuals, we consider sometimes that their output may be of mediocre quality or some individuals also extended their making of products which is based on standard requirements. Okay, in every individual, we could say that we have different commitments. Okay, take for example in going to school, we can say that one is committed when he is not late, when even if he's sick, he still go to work or etc. Okay, some individuals also are not that committed, so they're always late in coming to work. So there are so many excuses. So that is the commitment varies between individual. Okay, leadership style does not work with all people. Okay, some of the workers prefer to have that democratic leadership. Some also like those leadership with supervision. Okay, for example, in a task, workers most likely want to have that kind of leadership na pasagdaan lang ang workers. They just need the instructions and let them do the task. But there are also a leadership style na they give enough supervision to their workers. But some of individuals does not like that kind of leadership. So it really matters and it really varies from individual to individual when it comes to leadership style. Okay, people differ also in their need of contact with other people. Okay, when we say contact with other people, some can do the task alone, some can also do the task with their co-workers. So this slide deals on how a worker do their task. It could be a teamwork or one can do the task independently. Okay, workers varies in their level of self-esteem. Okay, sometimes in assigning tasks, especially to a low level of self-esteem, usually the reaction is to not accept the task because for them they could not do the task. Well, when you're giving a task to a high self-esteem individual, of course they will gladly accept the task.